Hey, how is everybody? This is Lisa with Heart of Inspiration, and I'm here to help you live life inspired. And welcome to Manifestation Monday. Thank you for clicking on this video. Super excited to have you here. This might be a tad bit of a controversial topic, but I'm going to approach it. I often get asked if I believe that we can have whatever it is we want. Whatever we want. And while I understand what the general meaning of that is, I understand where that's coming from, I also believe that we have to absolutely be concerned with and watch our words. So, the short answer to can we have whatever we want is yes. You can have whatever you want. The method and the delivery method, though, may not be as you wanted it. And I would say that then the condition in which it is delivered will probably make you say, this is not what I wanted. But it's what you asked for. Willy-nilly, without understanding the consequences or caring. It's one of those situations where if you had the opportunity to have a genie in a bottle, and you could rub the bottle and the genie would pop out, and you would say, I want to be a billionaire. And the only way that the genie could deliver it was to make sure that 500 million, 700 million people, 750 million people lost everything and were homeless in order so that your bank account could have $1 billion in it. And they just kept making people homeless and bankrupt and dropping into your account until you had $1 billion. Well, would you want the money in that fashion? I hope not. Otherwise, we have to have a whole nother discussion. So you can have whatever you want. I just am not sure about the delivery, and if you're going to want it in the condition that you're going to get it. So here we are, right? I've seen people asking, what should they do because they're in love with someone that's has a relationship somewhere else in some form or fashion, and that person is telling them that the person in the relationship, we just call them toads for right now because that's gender neutral, that the toad has said that they are very unhappy and they're only there because of some level of whatever obligatory thing, right? That's plausible and that makes them appear not to be the toad that they are. And, I've had people say, well, but they love me. The toad loves me, not the person that they're with. So, I don't see anything wrong with, encouraging the toad to come my way. Well, could you manifest that? Sure. You could. You could send out energetically. I'm not saying that Creator's going to bless it. I said you can manifest it. You can set your energy in motion, and it's not going to return back to you void. My word does not return back void. That's what God said in the Bible. So, that's my blueprint for how to live a spiritual life. I'm not adhering to the dogma, but I am adhering to the spiritual principle. So because of that, then if if I'm created in his likeness and image, then my word does not return unto me void either, does it? Now, nobody said what it was going to bring back. That really just kind of depends upon my energy and where I'm coming from. Now, you can get that man or that woman, that toad, but how you get them is how you lose them. A. B. I ain't trying to break somebody else up. These are things that, so when I say yes, you can have whatever you want, technically yes. However, everything is not good and prudent. Everything is not ethical. Everything will not get you in a good karmatic place for the rest of this lifetime and next. It's not a good thing. It's not a good scene. It's not a helpful emotion to want everything just for the sake of wanting everything. It's not a good and healthy response to the fact that you know how to manifest, to then just manifest for no particular intention or purpose. It's called an abuse of power. However, the answer is always yes. The universe always answers yes. It just not might answer yes in the way you intended for it to be answered. So that's where we have to be careful. Now, ethically and morally, those two scenarios that I just gave you, ethically and morally, are wrong. They're morally bankrupt. Don't be lusting after somebody else's toad. Let them keep their toad. Find your own toad. Trust and believe there's plenty of toads out there. Plenty. But you have to put yourself out there energetically in the right way. Why are you attracting people that are emotionally and sometimes physically unavailable to you? Why do you need $1 billion? Why? What are you going to do with that $1 billion? So now here we go. Can you manifest everything? Can you choose? Can you trust? Sure. Will all of it actually materialize? Probably not. See, you can manifest, let's say, $1 billion in a legitimate way. You honestly can. But I'm going to tell you one thing, most people aren't going to want to put the work into it. Because not only is that an extremely high level for a frequency, but there's a hard work that goes into being an earthly billionaire. That doesn't just happen overnight. And it doesn't just happen by osmosis. There's 1,000,001 people that want more than that want a relationship. However, it doesn't happen by osmosis. Both parties have to be putting in some effort and really seeking to understand one another in order for it to work. Otherwise, forget about it. You see, faith, the Bible says that faith without works is dead. And for a long time, there was a group, a faction, whatever you want to call it, that was saying that was just the very opposite. Like they couldn't really function with that verse because they were so busy teaching everybody that, rightfully so, that we're not to live in a poverty spirit or with lack, but they went to the point of, the practical application of it was that basically if you weren't driving a brand new car, living in a brand new house, you must have unrepentant sin somewhere. You're just not living by enough faith. Because God wants you to have all this stuff. And last I checked, the stuff wasn't the thing. I had issue with it. The last I checked, the stuff wasn't the thing. It was the relationship that was the thing. That is what ultimately you should desire, is a relationship with Creator, a relationship with God, a relationship with Spirit. Now, a lot of those people did survive the embarrassment of being caught up, either needing to have bankruptcy, or, you're upside down in your house, you can't sell it, or, because you bought this great big house. See, faith without works is dead. You have to put some work into anything in order to receive a harvest from it. Otherwise, you've not planted any seed. If there's no skin in the game, there's no skin in the game. Did they manifest these big, gigantic houses? You bet they did. But the church would probably never call it that, but that's exactly what it is. They utilized the law of attraction to the nth degree and a few other spiritual laws and manifested these homes. This is what they did. But then guess what? They couldn't pay for them. Or they had these big houses and no furniture. And they're praying that both cars make it to work every day because they don't have enough money to get a rental car to put the other one in the shop. So yes, you can manifest everything, but you have to be careful that you understand that you don't know what the delivery system is going to be. Also, I will say this, let's go to a much more reasonable amount of money. Let's say someone says, I need to manifest $10,000. Okay, why? I have bills to pay, I have this, I have that, and I need to move away from the location I'm at. It's not safe. Great, I'm going to agree with you on that. Have you ever practiced manifestation before? No. And then I go, oy vey, we have a lot of work to do. Why? Because you're coming out of the gate wanting $10,000. I'm not saying that can't happen. But what I am saying is you need to be looking at getting $75 microphones or something along that line. You need to start small and work your way up. Now you can work your way up fast. So can this person manifest 10,000? Of course they can. And them saying it, right? Depends what your definition of manifestation is. Them saying it and believing it, in their heart of hearts, they've manifested it. In reality, the moment they said it, it was being brought to them. Can they keep up the emotion to finish the delivery system? A. B. Have you cleared out enough for your own crap that you're not causing somebody else their harm? Or C. If you haven't cleared out your crap, you better get ready because you might be getting a lesson. Because I believe in competing yeses. This is no teaching anywhere. This is was popping into my spirit. In the battle of competing yeses, the one that has integrity on their side is going to win. Because we serve a true God. Do you understand? So can we have everything? You bet your bottom bibby we can. Sure we can. But at what cost? You have to count up the costs and decide if it's worth it. If you don't want to do something in a way that's going to harm someone else, then discuss your desire, what you desire to manifest. Discuss that with your pastor, with a spiritual advisor. You can discuss it with me. And just to make sure that it is in line with what the true spirit of spirit. Okay, that it's in line with truth, that it rings true, and that it is, if you're not asking for anything that's really going to harm someone else, or is rather low on the truthfulness, spiritual, kind, whatever, good side of life. Okay, guys, I wanted to make this short video here. So thank you very much for joining me. Please consider going to heartofinspiration.net, and for the next couple of days, you can use code HEART10 to take $10 off any spiritual service. Also, not this Tuesday, but next Tuesday, we're doing another self-partnering class. We talked about what is self-partnering in the first class, went through a little bit of a meditative exercise, and this next class we're going to start to dissect the empath and the narcissist, because I want the dynamic understood very well, because I'm seeing bleeding over in some cases, and I believe that some empaths perhaps have picked up some icky from narcissists. So, yeah, technical metaphysical term, icky. So that's happening, not this coming Tuesday, but the first Tuesday of November. And then also the second Saturday in November, November 10th, is when we're starting our spiritual ministry classes. You can download the class content for $75, or for $125, which are both introductory specials. You can secure not only the class content, but also then time with me every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, where we'll be discussing that week's classes. Okay, guys, thank you again so much for being here. I truly appreciate it. We'll see you at Heartbeat every weekday morning, Monday through Friday. And until the next time we are together, peace, love, blessings, and joy be unto you today, tomorrow, and for all eternity. Remember to live life inspired. I love each and every one of you. Namaste.